Microsoft has recently launched their Fixathon challenge through which you can get to a PPO or a PPI in Microsoft as a support engineer. So many people were having a doubt कि यार support engineer और SD में क्या difference होता है, इस challenge में हमें part लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए, इस challenge के क्या क्या rounds होते हैं, उनके लिए हम prepare कैसे कर सकते हैं. तो each and everything I have discussed in this video, and I have a very special guest that I've called. Like, she has participated in this last year and she got a pre-placement opportunity through this particular challenge. So I've talked with her regarding her experience, application process, resume कैसे submit करना है, what should be your strategy while submitting the resume. Along with that, we have talked about the resources that you should follow for preparation and what were the different number of rounds, how many interviews were there, what you should prepare for those interviews. So this is going to be a very insightful video if you're looking forward to apply for this opportunity. And this is open for the batch of 2022 right now. You can check out the link in the description and register for the same if you haven't already. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं वीडियो को विद नंदिता गौर एंड लेट्स सी व्हाट शी हैज फॉर अस. Also, if you're new to this channel and you're watching it for the very first time, do check out other playlists. I assure you that you would like the content, and also subscribe this channel for such amazing content coming ahead. There is a small message for you all from Relevel. If you're looking forward to a first job and set the tone of your career as a fresher straight out of college grad, or your first job gives you the launchpad for your future career decisions and choices, but you do want to work at a company that in which your role is up to you and it's not decided by the recruiters. So, and you also want to get to access the best companies in India and shape your career based upon your skills and interests. So if you want to start your career, meet Relevel by Unacademy. Relevel conducts tests that give you a chance to showcase your skills to the best companies in India like Cred, Grow, Upgrad, Meesho, and a lot more. Before you think this is an expensive affair, let me tell you that Relevel tests are completely free and best doorway to your future. To grab this recruitment opportunity, all you have to do is attempt the Relevel test, score more than 70% to get your own Relevel profile. With this great Relevel profile, you win yourself an opportunity for interviews in these top companies. Still, are you confused about this opportunity? With this test, you are basically skipping the competition with hundreds of experienced resumes that land up on companies' HR desk. Also, a testimony to this is the Twitter page of Relevel Achievers, where many stories are there of people who have got a job role at different companies through this particular test. So you can go and check out that also. Don't forget to check out the link in the description and apply for Relevel if you're looking forward to get a job at amazing startups, amazing companies. Thank you. Hi everyone. In this video, I'm talking with Nandita Gaur. She's from ABS Engineering College and currently working at Microsoft as a support engineer. She cracked the Fixathon hackathon that was conducted by Microsoft last year, and today we are going to discuss with her regarding her entire journey of what were the different parts of this challenge and how she was able to ace it. We'll also talk about some of the important resources that she followed and how, like, what all things that you need to keep in mind while participating in this challenge this year. So first of all, thank you so much, Nandita, for accepting the invitation and coming here for sharing your journey. So I would quickly ask you to just introduce yourself so that our audience can know you better.
So, my name is Nandita Gaur, and I am a computer science and engineering graduate from ABS Engineering College. And right now, I am working as a support engineer with Dynamics 365 team at Microsoft.
Great. That was great knowing about you. So let's just quickly talk a bit about your college life, like what all you did as a part of your college life, and anything. How did your journey of programming start?
My college life was amazing, and my journey of programming started when I was in first year. So there was this competition organized by the technical club of my college, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know anything. So it started from second year, and I learned about various all the data structures, and I learned about like three languages: Java, C++, and Python. And when in third year, I could not crack a very simple examination, and I was like devastated. Oh my god, what is going to happen now? So that was a turning point in my life, I must say that. And turning point in the sense that I was having two options, whether I could be demotivated or I could gather up myself and excel. So yeah, I chose the second part, and I did a lot of hard work during my third year, and yeah, finally fourth year, here I am.
Great. That was really inspirational. We'll come on to the process of this particular hackathon. Like, firstly, I would like to know, like, how did you get to know about this opportunity and whether it was off campus or it was an on campus opportunity?
It was an off-campus opportunity, and I came to know about it through LinkedIn. There was this recruiter, Ruchika Rope. She posted that on her LinkedIn page, and yeah, from there I got to know about it.
Got it. So, like for this year, also the applications have opened up, and the date, like they have opened it for a window of just 5 days. You need to submit your registration in these 5 days. So probably people are having a lot of doubts. So we are going to just cover all those doubts and queries that I've received from people. So starting with the
Sure.
application process, like they ask you to submit your resume. So like what should a person keep in his mind while submitting his resume, or how like is resume playing a part in shortlisting or so?
Yeah, I believe that resume is playing a very, very important part. And for the resume shortlisting, I would like to say that just keep it short. Don't include too many things. Just tell what projects you are working on, what technology you are interested in, and most importantly, focus on the keywords. Like people are writing, I have seen people writing long, long lines in their resume. That does not help. Resume should be very much skimmable. Like if I see your resume and in 6 seconds I should get impressed. So that should be your target for resume shortlisting.
Great. So, like after your resume was shortlisted for this particular hackathon, like you submitted your resume. So, what were other number of rounds after resume shortlisting that you had to go through after resume shortlisting?
So after resume shortlisting and between resume shortlisting and hackathon, there were like 3 rounds. So first round was the aptitude and computer science fundamentals round. The normal placement, you must have seen metal.com. It was conducted
Mm-hmm.
on that platform. And yeah, it was around 2.5 hour test consisting of questions on aptitude, networking, Windows, computer science fundamentals basically, and yeah, English comprehension. After that, there was this 30-minute behavioral test after this round. So nothing much, simple behavioral round like it happens usually. And yeah, third round was a twist. It was not mentioned in the website. So it was a video submission round. So I got a mail during the day that, yeah, today you have to submit a video before 7 p.m. So yeah, it was like 3 questions for us, and in 1 minute I had to answer why am I a good fit for Microsoft, and why am I a good fit for support engineer. So these 3 rounds before hackathon.
Okay, so after like all these rounds, like you were able to ace through all these rounds, and after that there was the actual hackathon. So what was the type of this hackathon? Like it was for how many days, and what was the entire process for the hackathon?
So before hackathon, yeah, there was another break fix challenge. Like that is the main technical challenge that you have to clear to become the support engineer. And in that technical challenge, there were initially 3 workshops conducted by Microsoft employees, subject matter experts. So
Mm-hmm.
they taught us about. It was a 2 hour workshop. So they taught us about Windows, computer networks, and Azure. And after that, there was this break fix challenge. That is the practically the interview for support engineer role.
Okay.
And I have heard that this year a little bit of process has been changed. This year a group discussion has been included, so yeah, prepare for that. And even I faced only one technical round, and this year there are 2 technical rounds. That is the break fix challenges. So after this break fix challenge, there was this main hackathon, and we got around a week or 2 for the preparation. They divided us into a team of 5, and they gave us topics. So there was no choice of making our personal team or selecting our topic. So we have to prepare. The topics were not too technical, to be honest. Some teams got technical topics, but I got a non-technical topic like marketing strategies or something like that. And 5 teams were selected for the next round. And I mean, all the 5 members of 5 teams were selected for the next round. And for the remaining 5 teams, only 3 members each team was selected for next rounds.
Okay. Okay. So after that, like, what was the process of like it's a pretty long process. So after this hackathon, what
Yeah.
was the final thing that got you the offer at Microsoft?
So again, there were 2 interviews. It is a very long process, I know. So first interview, it was HR interview, and it consisted of questions like about teamwork and how well do you know your teams and similar questions. And final round was the managerial round. So it was the final. Yeah, this is the landmark that you have to cross. Sorry, benchmark you have to cross. So It was managerial interview and it was not long, to be honest. It was like 30-40 minute interview, and it was both technical and non-technical. Managers were asking questions about databases, data structures, and your teamwork, etc.
Got it.
Managerial round.
Got it. So also there's a doubt, like so this was the entire process and finally you got the pre-placement offer. So there's a doubt in like everybody is not aware of the job role. So now you've worked in the company as well and you know you're aware of what are the differences between an actual role of a support engineer and an SD. So would like to tell a bit about the role and what is the actual day-to-day work of a support engineer.
Basically, what software developers do, they make products for other companies, and what support engineers do, they gather knowledge all about the product that has been created and help other enterprises in implementing that product efficiently.
Okay, so basically it's closely related to a software development role. Like you'll have to understand the product and you'll have to basically
Yeah.
get to deliver what actually is required by the enterprise. Got it.
Let me explain more with the help of example. Can I
Yeah,
give
yeah,
an
sure,
example?
sure, 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 sure. Works, works. It'll be great.
So let's say, let me give example of my team, Dynamics 365. So they are software developers. What do they do? That they make the product. What is the Dynamics 365? How it is coded? The language used in my Dynamics 365. They design compilers and all. And what do my team do? They learn about Dynamics 365, all the implementation, everything, and help other enterprises in implementing the product.
Got it, got it, got it. So that's pretty interesting. Also, like people are like there were so many rounds, and for each round, you will have to prepare differently. So, any particular resources that you followed to prepare for all these rounds, or anything you would like to suggest from where people should start preparing for acing all these rounds?
So yeah, I would like to suggest that for networking, you have to dig really deep, like CCNA level courses. And for operating system, I believe that the college notes are fine. The college syllabus is very much fine. And for Azure, I would suggest you to go to Microsoft Docs. It is a really good resource that covers very basic things. It would work.
So it was great talking to you, Nandita. I hope this conversation is going to help a lot of people who will be watching this video and who are applying for this particular opportunity this year. At the last, I would like to have one final piece of advice from your end to somebody who is participating in this challenge this year.
So my final piece of advice will be just show that how much you want to grow. Just show that you have a growth mindset and you are willing to create an impact in this society.
Great, great, great. It was great talking to you. Thank you so much once again. And I hope this would be really beneficial to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me and all the best to all the participants.
I hope this session was very insightful and you got to know a lot of things about a support engineer role at Microsoft and how to prepare for this hackathon better. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and share this video with your friends for more and more reach. Also, do let me know in the comment section what all things you require in future for more such challenges. Thank you so much. All the best. See you in some other video.